Character on Track presents Champions on Track. Connecting local champions of character to the classroom. Perseverance. Today's topic is perseverance. Building good character requires perseverance. Today's program is being sponsored by Now, let's meet some of our champions.
Hi everyone, my name is Sam Party. I'm a senior at O'Gorman High School. I'm in a lot of activities. I do running, so cross country and track, and then powerlifting, bowling. I used to be a swimmer for a lot of years. I really like math classes. That's probably my favorite subject. I went to Holy Spirit Elementary School, so I've had a lot of great memories there. Mostly in recess. Recess and lunch are probably two of my favorite activities in elementary school. And in high school. Lunch is still a pretty great time. I really have no idea where I want to go to college. Still doing a lot of searching as far as that goes. But we'll get there. We'll figure something out.
Hi, I'm McCabe Winandy. I'm involved in a lot of activities in school. I'm involved in oral interp, which if you don't know what that is, that's public speaking and acting. And then I've also been in a few plays, and I'm a student ambassador. And then my favorite subject in school, I would say, is probably math. It's always just come naturally to me. And but for elementary school, I went to St. Mary's, and my favorite subject was math then as well. And one of my favorite memories from St. Mary's was playing infection tag at recess. I had a lot more energy back then. I could run around for as long as I wanted. So for college, I am looking to study psychology at the University of Texas at Austin.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Sutcliffe and I'm a senior at O'Gorman High School. I'm involved in Student Council, SAD and Tattoo, which is Teens Against Tobacco Use, HOSA, which is a medical group. I attended Holy Spirit Elementary School, and one of my favorite memories from there was building the nativity scene out of clay. So each year we would build another figure, and it's kind of fun to go and look at all of the little figures that I made throughout the years. I plan to attend Wingate University and play golf there. It's a D2 school right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel Struck. You guys can just call me Manny. I'm involved in football, basketball, baseball, and track. If it really involves a ball, I'll play it. So, interests, really anything, sports, math. It's probably my favorite subject. I went to St. Mary's Elementary. Probably my best memories ever all on the blacktop, playing football or tag at recess. And college plans for me is I'm going to go to Augustana University here in Sioux Falls, and I'll be playing football and majoring in accounting.
Hi everyone, I'm Claire Carlson. I'm a senior at O'Gorman, and I'm involved in Student Council, HOSA, which is Health Occupation Students of America, and I'm a figure skater. My favorite subject right now is English. I've always really enjoyed English and reading books, even though it's not very popular. In the future, I plan to go to, as of right now, to go to Colorado State University and maybe major in business. I went to St. Michael's for elementary school, and some of my favorite memories there were playing outside on the blacktop, pacer tests, and going to the library.
What is Character on Track? At Character on Track, we believe that every student and adult has the ability to have and show good character. We have 5 marks of character we focus on: trustworthiness, respect, accountability, citizenship, and kindness. These are parts of your character. But do you know what else it takes to have good character? Good character requires perseverance. You must keep working at it. According to the dictionary, Perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Let's see if we can break this down a bit and make it a little easier to understand. Let's say you're doing your schoolwork and it's a hard subject. Maybe it's a tough math problem or an essay, or maybe you have to stand up in class and make a presentation. Whatever it is, you are struggling with it because it's tough. Maybe you want to just give up or take the easy way out and not apply yourself. Inside, you know that's not what you need to do. You need perseverance. You need the power of yet. Let me explain. If you can't do this, you say to yourself, I can't do this yet. I'm not good at this yet. I don't understand this yet. This isn't working for me yet. This doesn't make sense to me yet. If you can't do it right now, keep practicing. You just can't do it yet. So why is perseverance important? Because without it, you won't finish your work. You won't be doing your best. You won't learn what you need to learn. And if you don't persevere, your next problem will be even harder to do. Also, you get a great feeling from trying your best and finally succeeding. It's called satisfaction. You will be proud that you did it. Now, let's hear from our seniors and see what they have to say about perseverance.
So to me, perseverance is about putting in the effort and getting out a result. For any sport or activity I've been in throughout my life, whether it's swimming, running, lifting, the one consistent thing is that the more you practice, the more you get out of it, the better you'll do. And as part of that, it's important to set goals, to have something to strive for, whether it's a certain amount of weight you want to lift in powerlifting or a time you want to hit in running. And then as you're practicing, you focus on that goal, and that helps you persevere and reach that goal.
So a lot of times when we talk about perseverance, we like to think about like perseverance when you're struggling, but we also have to look at it as like when you're doing well or when you think you're doing enough. But really never settle, like never find yourself saying that, because you should always strive to do more, to be the best version that you can be. And I think of this like with math. Like for me, I could get an A in math pretty easily, right? Like I wouldn't really have to try that hard because it's just a subject that comes naturally to me. But instead of just settling and saying, you know what, I can get like an A, I can do enough to get an A, I really have had to learn to like really put a lot of effort into getting 100% or like getting, because I know that I'm capable of it, right? I know that I can do better than just an A, you know, and so it may be enough on the paper, but for me personally, for my growth, I know that I can do better.
What comes with perseverance is also taking risks and trying new things. So you have to push yourself outside of the comfort zone, doing things that you might not be comfortable with. I know personally for me, state golf last year, on the first tee, everybody's watching you from 16 different teams and all their parents, so there's probably like 50 people watching you, and I was so nervous to tee off. But I realized that I'm doing it for something bigger than myself. It's not only for me, but also for my team. So set your goals, set your values, but also surround yourself with people who support your values and support your goals, who can help you better those, and overall it'll pay off in the end.
So just like Lauren said, you're going to have to take risks and get outside your comfort zone. But with that comes many mistakes. Many people around you in your life have had many mistakes that think it causes a setback. But only momentarily, because you got to bounce back from it. You got to learn from it, and you got to be better about it. So, like for my instance, in state baseball, I couldn't throw a strike to save my life. So I had to take a deep breath and realize that it was for something greater than me. And in this moment, it felt like it hurt, and it hurt to know that I couldn't be my best, and I was letting people down. We have to learn from it and be better from it from the others on the other side. So just like, you know, if you take risks and mistakes happen, don't shy away from it and just learn from it.
To me, perseverance is setting a good example. Being a role model requires perseverance. Always think about what you say and do. Is it nice and is it kind? We never want to tear down our other classmates and other friends. When you persevere, you'll have to go through tough situations with friendships. Let's say you have a new student at your school and they don't have a lot of friends yet. Just because your other friends aren't going to play with them doesn't mean you can't either. Be the bigger person and go play with new people. This is what leadership is. A leader is someone who stands out when times get tough and even if everyone else isn't doing it.
Character on track. So who do we know that has demonstrated perseverance? Let's take a look at a few examples. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. Did you know he tried over 2,000 times to make it work? Today we have light because he did not quit. He persevered. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Did he quit? No, he persevered and became the most valuable player in the NBA 5 times. Albert Einstein couldn't speak until he was 4 years old. His teachers said he wouldn't amount to much. Well, he persevered and went on to become one of the greatest scientists in history. These people all used perseverance, the power of yet to find success. The skills they developed and the opportunities they needed are acquired over time through practice and effort. They saw their challenges as their opportunities and they pushed themselves. Turning "this doesn't work" to "this doesn't work yet" makes all the difference. You add this 3-letter word at the end of a sentence, and suddenly anything is possible. Let's go back to our champions of character and learn some more about perseverance.
So earlier, Manny was talking a bit about making mistakes, and obviously that's something that we're all going to do in life, whether it's in life or in school or in sports. Mistakes can happen anywhere. But it's important to be able to take those mistakes and do something with them, to build something. Like I'm taking a pottery class this year, which is really fun, by the way. I'm having a great time. But I've screwed up so many times. I've had a really nice bowl going or a vase, and then it cracks or tears or something goes wrong. But what I've had to learn to do is be able to take that and make something unique or different out of it. Use that imperfection or deformity to make something completely different and unique.
So just because you can't do something right now or at this moment doesn't mean you can't ever be able to do it, right? Like if I gave you a high school math worksheet, you probably wouldn't be able to do it, but eventually you will be, right? And so we have to give ourselves time to develop skills, to develop knowledge, and really just to grow as people. And one example within my life that I can think of with this is about 2 years ago, I was about 30 pounds lighter than I am now. When I would go to the gym, I work out at Great Life at Wood Lake. I don't know if you guys have been there, and basically, I was really insecure, and like I would look around at people that were so much stronger than me, and I was lifting so little weight. But it wasn't that I wouldn't ever be able to achieve what they were achieving. It was just that I couldn't do it then. And so now 2 years later, I've gained 30 pounds. I can lift a lot longer than I could a lot more than I could back then. And really, it's really cool to see how I've grown since then. But I had to give myself that opportunity to grow first.
So a challenge is an opportunity to learn and to push yourself. Don't say I can't, say I can't yet. So with me, I'm not the best at math. Math problems have always been kind of hard for me. So especially when I was younger, I realized that I need to keep pushing through the problem, and once I figure it out, in the end, it'll pay off, and I can actually figure out that math is fun to do when you know how to do it. So if it was easy, then you probably already knew how to do it, and if it's hard, then you can learn new things.
So like Lauren and McCabe were saying, how you may not be able to do something, but you can't do it yet. And one day you will be able to do that, goal or problem in math or whatever you're trying to strive for. It takes a lot of practice to get to that point. So when I was younger, my best friend, he could ride a bike by the time he was about probably 4, and I was sitting there on training wheels, just struggling, just very upset that he could do something that I couldn't do. But it took a lot of courage to say, I'm going to go out and achieve this goal. So I took the training wheels off and I just kind of taught myself how to ride a bike. You got to take risks and you got to work hard and practice. And with a lot of practice, you can achieve anything.
With perseverance comes responsibility. Always finish what you start. We have 5 marks of character. Our first is trustworthy. Being trustworthy means you always keep your promises and you're reliable to your friends. So if you tell your friend you're going to do something for them, make sure you follow through. Don't just back out last minute. Our next mark is respect. Make sure to always follow the golden rule. Think, is this how I would want to be treated? And if it's not, then we need to fix how we're treating other people. Our next mark is accountability. Count on you. Be responsible, plan ahead, do your best, and think before you act. Next, we have citizenship. That means take care of others. Make sure everyone around you is doing okay. Lastly, we have kindness. Don't treat anyone in a mean or disrespectful way. Show that you care, say please and thank you, be forgiving, and bring out the best in others.
We've just learned that good character requires perseverance, strength, and grit. Do you persevere? Do you continue to work hard to build your good character? Perseverance is viewing challenges and mistakes as opportunities to become better. You just can't do them yet. We've learned that you don't always see the results right away. Making a difference may take a little time, but if you persevere, you will see the results. Our champions of character have a pretty good idea of what perseverance means. Let's hear from them just one more time.
So I've done a lot of cross-country races in my day, and there's one that I remember more than any other. It was my freshman year. We were racing at McCarty Park up in Brandon, and they've got a really tough course. It's 3 laps, and on each lap you have to go up this really steep hill, really long, and it really takes it out of you. It makes it a really tough course. What made it worse was that it had rained that day, so the course was really muddy. And what ended up happening was that on my first lap of the course, one of my shoes got stuck in the mud and popped right off. So then I had to run the rest of the race with one shoe on and one sock on. And immediately my first thought was to just give up and just give up on the race. Just let it be, just kind of cruise through the rest of it. But then I realized that I had a team relying on me and I needed to be relying on myself. So I really just dug in and continued to give it my all, even though it was uncomfortable with my bare sock running through the mud. I was losing traction, but I just continued to drive forward and persevere. And I ended up doing really well in that race, and my team ended up doing really well. So what I want to leave you with is this idea that perseverance is important because it can reward you. Even if the situation seems hopeless or unfavorable, perseverance is important because you can still get something out of that.
So we've talked a lot about perseverance today, and one of the key parts of perseverance is effort. And so what I want to leave you guys with today is effort is cool. Like, working hard and trying hard on something is cool. And I know, when I was older, elementary school, and even in middle school, there's this kind of idea that, oh, you don't want to look like a try-hard. But I'm telling you, never think that. Never be scared of looking like a try-hard, right? Always work hard, because as you get older, you realize how impressive it is to see someone find something that they work hard and that they create goals for themselves.
The one thing I want to leave you with today is to be yourself and not be afraid to be yourself throughout middle school, high school, and the rest of elementary school. Set goals and surround yourself with people who support your goals and also make you a better person at the same time. This way, when you have a good support system, you know everyone around you is supporting you and your goals that you wish to achieve.
After today's talk, I just want to hammer home one point and leave you with this, and that's to never give up. No matter what problems come about, and if it seems like nothing good could come from it, and if it's just easier to quit, just remind yourself to never give up. Take a deep breath, take a step back, and keep going on. Because in the end, you'll be proud of yourself for never giving up and persevering through it all.
I want to leave you guys with some points that we've learned about today. Like McCabe said, trying is cool. I want to add to that, being kind is cool. Always try to leave a positive impact on every person that you come in contact with. Sometimes in school it's hard to make the right decision even if it's not the most popular one. I have always believed that it's best to make the right decision even if it's not popular. This will help lead you to become a better leader.
We'd like to express our sincere appreciation to all of our champions of character who helped us with this project. Also, our champions and all of us here at Character on Track would like you to remember your character not only tells us who you are, but who you are going to become.